Hello, good morning. This is your daily outlook for Thursday, the 16th of February. The euro plummeted on doubts Greece will receive the new bailout fund and on fears the country may default. A long teleconference between the European leaders failed to result in an agreement on the second aid package for the highly indebted country, delaying the decision until Monday at the earliest. Reports say that the rescue fund for Greece may be deferred beyond March 20th, the day lenders must be repaid. Asian equities dipped as risk aversion dominates the markets. Against the dollar, the euro shed 1.5%, breaking below the 130 level and falling to 129.93 from 131.90. Versus the Japanese yen, the single currency fell to a two-month high at 103.48 to 101.92, a decline of 1.5%. Data yesterday showed that the Eurozone economy shrunk by 0.3% in the fourth quarter of 2011. The US dollar strengthened on a higher demand for the safe haven currency. Against the Japanese yen, the dollar gave back some of its gains and fell from a 3.5-month high against the yen after Greek headlines took centre stage. Japanese bond yields fell for the first time in more than a year after the Bank of Japan surprised the markets by announcing monetary easing through asset purchasing. The pair fell to 78.17 from 78.65. The FOMC minutes were released yesterday and the Fed policymakers expressed the high unemployment and slow growth, but the Fed policymakers appear divided over the need for yet another round of quantitative easing. The British pound slid against the greenback, but its losses were limited as the Bank of England inflation report dampened expectations for monetary easing. Bank of England Governor Mervyn King raised the inflation forecast higher than expected and said that there are still downside risks to the UK economic recovery. The pair fell today to 156.59 from 157.36. The Australian dollar dropped today despite the better-than-expected employment data weighed by developments over Greece's rescue deal. The pair dipped to 106.50 from 107.76. Looking at commodities, we saw oil prices jump to $102.50 a barrel from $100.29. Gold edged lower to $1,716.89 an ounce today from $1,737.20. And gold fell to €1,325.98 an ounce from €1,309.82. Silver fell to $33.07 an ounce from $33.95. Let's take a look at what the currencies are doing this morning. The euro-dollar pivot points at 131.10 with a preference to enter into short positions at 131.10. The dollar-yen pivot points at 78.20 with a preference to enter into long positions at 78.20. The Aussie dollar pivot points at 107.50 with a preference to enter into short positions at 107.50. The sterling dollar pivot points at 157.10 with a preference to enter into short positions at 157.10. The dollar CAD pivot points at 1 with a preference to enter into long positions at 1. Looking at commodities, the oil pivot points at 100.55 with a preference to enter into long positions at 100.55. The gold pivot points at 1713 with a preference to enter into long positions at 1713. And the silver pivot points at 32.95 with a preference to enter into long positions at 32. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. On the calendar, the market movers are the US building permits forecast to rise to 0.68 million, US housing starts forecast to rise to 0.675 million, US initial jobless claims forecast to rise to 365,000, and the producer price index in the US forecast to gain 0.3%. Now onto equities. In Europe they were mixed, with the FTSE down 0.13%, the DAX was up 0.44% and the CAC was up 0.44%. In the US they were negative, with the SP 500 down 0.54% and the Dow was down 0.76%. In Asia at the time of writing, the Nikkei was down 0.24% and the Hang Seng was down 0.60%. It's been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma and Joe from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.